everybody, this is Emma Purple once again bringing you another brand new video. And if you are stopping here for the very first time, I want to tell you a very big thank you for stopping by. As you can see, we are getting to the end of this story, so if you've not watched the previous ones, you can check it out later. I will put all the previous episodes in the description below, so leave a like and subscribe if you have any sympathy in your heart to do so. And we are going to jump right into the story. Ina shook with anxiety. She had no idea what she would see. As far as she could tell, she had no bond. Molly had her guitar and Mommy and Baby had each other, but Ina, she had nothing. What if her world was barren? She was hesitant to see her home. Gaddy noticed and looked at her. "You don't want to see your world?" he asked her. She collected the shard reluctantly and looked at it. Watching it closely, she saw an image of a massive rectangular grey building with floors and floors to the hundreds materialize. In the background, she saw innumerable buildings indistinguishable from it standing like pillars. Ina saw herself and a frail old woman going into one of the buildings. Inside there were many identical apartments, and they entered inside one of them to find a small room. The world was grey, unexciting and cool, but despite the glum atmosphere of this world, Ina saw herself with a sincere smile as she talked with the old woman who she was with. Then suddenly the image of the apartment faded away and Ina saw herself standing alone in a parched land with nothing but miles and miles of rectangular headstones. And on the headstone before Ina was written, "Beloved Grandmother." The sight gripped her and Ina quickly dropped the shard and ran out of the cave. Gaddy went after her. Ina felt tears running down her cheeks and a sharp pain dug in her chest. Her world was what she feared. She assumed that maybe staying in the loop was much better than going to that wilderness. Gaddy touched her from behind, startling her. "Are you okay?" Ina smiled through her tears. "I should have expected it. It was much better when I didn't know for sure." "What did you see?" Gaddy asked her. "I saw nothing. I saw an abyss. It was dark and I was all alone. I lost the only person I had and I was on my own. I should have never left Breeched Cottage. My world is a nightmare." Gaddy pulled out a handkerchief and wiped away her tears. Oh, Gaddy that has handkerchiefs. "It's okay, Ina. I'm sure that no matter how terrible your world is, you can transform it. You can make your world better." "But how? There is nothing left for me to pick up. No place to start from. I think the loop is for people like me who have nothing, whose lives seem to be drifting in space." She bit her lip as a fresh round of tears ran down. "It hurts so much to know that you're all alone." "I know it does," Gaddy said as he held her hand. "I know what it is like to live an empty life. I am the guardian and protector, but sometimes I feel lonely and vulnerable, even cursed. Here in the loop, everything just goes on, and you wonder what the point is, and you just want to break free and be something more, and have something more. But then I have to man up because I know I have a duty here. Mrs. Darkheart is still on our trail. You have to hold on and get to your world, escape her. It's how you can defeat her. No matter how horrible you think your world is, it's better than being in Miss Darkheart's clutch." "You have a point there, Mr. Guardian and Protector." Ina inhaled. "But I can't do it alone. I can't change my world by myself. I need someone to help me." She was not aware of how hard she was squeezing Gaddy's hand. It wounded her so much that the one person who she probably had a bond with was already dead. "I just want you to know," Gaddy tried to say, staring into her tearful eyes. "Gaddy! Gaddy, I think you really should see this." Molly cut him off. Gaddy hurried back into the cave where the other girls were. What he saw inside surprised him greatly. It was Legolas's communication rock, which Ina had handed over to him. It was spinning in mid-air. "What is happening?" Baby asked fearfully. "I think Miss Darkheart is trying to talk to us." Gaddy stood aside from the spinning rock. Ina watched too from behind Gadi as Miss Darkheart's voice echoed from the rock. You destroyed my beast. You killed my creature of darkness. Crazy girl, you know that you will pay. You will die by my own hands. I'm coming for you. And even your precious guardian and protector cannot rescue you. If I cannot have your essence, then I will snuff you and your friends out. Just like I did to Crystalline. A point. If Miss Darkheart is coming to find them, why did she need to announce her presence? Wouldn't it be more efficient to, like, let me say, have a surprise attack where you just show up from nowhere when they think that the threat is gone? But now that they know that you are here or you are coming, they are going to quicken their step and try to escape. But knowing the writer that I am, they will not escape because Miss Darkheart must meet them, because there must be an awesome final battle. Break time is over, girls, Gadi said coolly after an awkward pause. If we move now, we could get to Diamond Rock by the end of the day. Without debate, the girls started their journey again and began walking towards the eastern star. It was the most beautiful thing any of them had ever seen, including Gadi. The colors they saw were beyond the colors of the known spectrum. Diamond Rock was much more than a rock. The mountain stood over 1,000 feet tall, with the tip seeming to touch the tip of the eastern star, and it glimmered like an enormous chunk of diamond. Around the beautiful blue precious rock, a corona of hues danced in harmony. Swirls of purple, teal, pink and white covered the mountain like a living atmosphere, beating as one's heart would beat, and the colors reflected on the silver sea that surrounded the mountain. Though it was getting dark, this glimmering mountain eliminated the concept of night. They smelled the beauty, they even tasted it in the night, and they seemed to experience the atmosphere in their 5 senses and even more. The group stood at the edge of the cliff that served as the bank of the silver sea, and just stared as the beauty swallowed up their existence. Ina for that split second forgot all about her troubles and was lost in the beauty of the Diamond Rock. Gadi searched the cliff to find the depression. The boat isn't here, he said as he squatted and looked at the silver sea. Molly squatted beside him and stared at the sea too. This is amazing. So how do we go to our world? Do we have to swim or? There is supposed to be a boat, but it's not here. You don't even want to try swimming because anything that touches this water turns to diamond. Gadi exhaled. Mrs. Darkheart could be on her tail right now. She sounds pretty cross. He pulled out an old crinkled book from his satchel and glanced through it. Oh, it retired for the night. The portal is at the base of the mountain, through a cave. I guess we have to sleep through the night and hope that Miss Darkheart doesn't get here earlier. Molly stood up. I'm glad Ina convinced me to go along with her crazy plan. I'm finally going to go home. Gadi glanced at Ina as she sat on the ledge of the cliff, staring at Diamond Rock. Baby was swirling everywhere, trying to catch the swirling colors, while Mommy attempted to get her to stop. Molly picked up her guitar and started to strum it as she sang some made-up song happily. The other 3 girls seemed elated, but Ina just sat there lost in the enormous mountain that stood ahead of her. Gadi went to sit with her. I predict that some mushiness is soon to come. Hey Ina, Gadi said with his charming smile. Hey Gadi, we're finally here, Ina said without looking away from the mountain. You girls will leave at first light. The boat to carry you and the girls across retired, but will come back tomorrow morning, Gadi said. What about Miss Darkheart? Asked Ina. Let's just hope that she doesn't show up before you girls can leave. Right. How I'm supposed to hope that my world turns out happier than what I saw, Ina said skeptically. Gadi scooted closer to her and put one hand over her shoulder. You're being touchy, mister. Move away. You just met her yesterday and you have entered onto shoulder levels. You got 3 girls and yourself all the way from Breeched Cottage here. I think you can do anything. You stood against beasts despite all that poison, Gadi said. You're just trying to make me feel better, Ina said as she smiled softly. If If not for you, I'd be dead by now. I mean it when I said I've never seen anyone like you. Now I get why they call you crazy girl. You surpassed the normal. He looked into her eyes and whispered, you exceeded my expectations. I know you can make anything happen. This guy just sounds like that Ogboju guy that I just used to whine you for no reason. I don't know. I don't trust Gaddy and I wrote this character. It's just too nice. I couldn't stop Crystalline from getting killed, Gaddy. I can't make everything happen. She remembered her forest of headstones and it cut her heart. I don't want to go to a world of death. I don't want to be all alone. Her voice shook with emotion. Gaddy saw deep pain in those eyes. He used one hand to pull the strands of purple hair from her face behind her ear. Remember I told you that the loop is just like breathing in and not being able to breathe out? Well, meeting you is like finally breathing out after 1,000 years and all the air has just swept me away like a tornado. I can't even really explain it. So this is where I'm going to stop for this story today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping up till this moment. Hopefully the last video I'm going to post is going to be the last we hear of the loop for the meantime until I decide to rewrite it, which will happen in the next 2-3 years if I am being completely honest. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and I wish you a farewell. Goodbye.